Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you had a wonderful start to this year. If you are new here, I'm Celeste and this is Planning with Co. And on this channel, you will find budgeting and planning videos to improve my life. If you want to join me, you can subscribe. But firstly, I would like to thank everyone that have subscribed so far. I haven't made any videos in literal months, so I am just so happy and grateful for those that stick around and those that ask where I was and when I will be uploading. I am back. It's a new year. It's 2024. I can't believe this. And I hope that you have kept up with your budgeting and that your finances are looking great in the midst of January. But yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful time in December with your family or friends or even with yourself, and that you all are safe and having a great time with this new year. So for today, we will be going through my January 2020, not January, sorry. We will be going through my February budget. So we will be budgeting for February 2024 and go through my calendar month as well as go through my goals for the year. So first we will be going through my goals for the year and thereafter budget for February. Okay, so this is a book that I got from Clicks. Clicks sold it for $150, I believe, and I called it my money book. So first, let's get into my financial goals for 2024. Mind you, please excuse this nail. It broke. It actually broke with my previous set, so this is quite sad. But just ignore that. Okay, so for my goals for 2024, my financial goals that I would like to reach by the end of this year. So my first goal is to increase my salary by 20%. So previous years I got like 10 to 15% increases, but this year I would like to increase my salary with 20%, whether I move to a different company or at least get a better increase for 2024. So that's my first goal. My second goal is to save 72,000 Rand by the end of this year. So this amount might sound either a lot for you or too little if you know how much I save each month from my previous videos. So if you are new, I usually save 9,000 Rand a month. So obviously that's way more than a 72K at the end of the year. But I said 72K, but because there is a possibility that I will be moving out in this year, mid-year, most probably. So the likelihood for me moving out by middle of this year is quite high. So that is why I lowered my amount of savings that I want to have by the end of this year, because obviously when I move out I will have much more expenses, much more things that I will have to pay for. So my goal is 72,000 Rand for the year. My third goal is to make at least 4,000 Rand in my side hustle. So I do something on the side. It's not totally professional, and I don't work on it as much as I like, because like I have a very intensive job where I need to focus a lot each day. So for me, wanting to do a lot of the work, like exercising, making time for myself and all of that, and having this can sometimes be hectic. So 4,000 Rand is my goal for the year. It doesn't seem that a lot now that I think of it, but that is my goal for the year, and I would be super happy if this is what I make. Then the fourth goal, sorry, I have 5 goals. So the fourth one is to invest a 2,000 Rand in my TFSA account. So, or TFSA stands for tax free savings account. So again, I understand that a 2,000 Rand for the entire year is very low. It's like not even what you would want to put in a month. But for now, I am in the phase of building, or let's put it this way, I'm in the phase of saving for bigger goals. So that is obviously, like I said before, buying a house. So for me to put down as much of a deposit down for a home, I am putting exhausting my savings just on that. So just for me to have this is, for me, is it's fine. Obviously if I get a better job or with a bigger salary, I will be able to add more to my tax-free savings account. Okay, and then I hope, oh, there's another one. So my fifth goal is to save 30,000 Rand in my emergency savings account. So this is, I want, actually my plan is to open up a separate bank account just to have my emergency savings in there. Currently all my savings is with a bank, and I don't necessarily separate my savings. So I would literally put everything in one account, not necessarily, but more than one account. But there isn't pockets for this is for that, this is for, I'm saving up for this and I'm saving up for that. It's just this one big amount. So my plan is to open up a separate account and put that 30,000 in there, so that it is away from all the other money, and then also so that it grows, and if I ever need it for an emergency, it is there. Okay, and then lastly, my last goal is to pay off all debt. So the debt that I have is my I wouldn't really say this is debt, but to be honest, in December there were some things that I bought on my credit card, or not actually bought, it was more for entertainment, which I bought. So I have a plan now to pay this off, like literally in the next 2 or 3 months, maybe even less. But the other debt that I have is with Mr. Price. So I have about maybe 2,000 Rand in there now that I need to pay off. And I need to pay it off, man. Like, honestly, I have been telling myself last year, like, just get rid of this account. You don't have to close it, just get rid of it, so that the amount that you allocate each month for clothing, that you can have it for yourself. So you don't have to take out debt to buy clothes and stuff like that. So this is my goals for 2024, and we will be coming back quarterly maybe to come and see how far I have came with this with my 5 goals. Okay, right. I'm not gonna go through this, but this video is, this page actually, money habits or money routines, is inspired by the organized planner. I'll put a name up here. I think it's the organized plan or the organized something. Her videos is honestly so inspirational and motivational. So she put up a video what her money routines are. I made it money habits, to a weekly, a daily, a weekly, a monthly, a quarterly, and an annually habit, to go back to your goals, go back to your budget, review it, and so forth. But you can have a look at her video as well. All right, so let's go to February. Okay, so what happens in February? So February, there's birthdays. Personally, it's my birthday in February. So, but usually I don't necessarily spend a lot of money on my birthday. My boyfriend usually does. I'm turning 28 years old on in Feb, and it's nice. It's nice. I'm probably gonna take off that day from work. So firstly, I don't have a lot of bills, guys, but I do have some, and most of them comes up the first week of payday. So payday is on the 25th of January, sorry, the 25th of January for February, and that is on a Thursday. So on the 25th, there are a few things that I need to pay for. So firstly, I have the UCount fee. It's about 25 Rand. Then I have the Lightroom subscription. So this subscription is for is an editing app. Basically, it's only 35 Rand. So I use that app, as well as Vitality, which I pay for. It's 329. And then also my cell phone data, which is 99 Rand. And then also what I give back to my home, to my parents' home. That's also coming out on this day. And then on the 26th I pay the church. I have a deduction that goes off every month. And then if I go to church, obviously I pay more. Okay, then on the 27th I plan to pay Mr. Price, and then also the Wi-Fi. These are manual payments, so I need to actually go there or pay online. But Wi-Fi I need to go and pay for Telkom. So I usually do it on the Saturday when I do groceries, shopping and so forth. Then on the 29th, this is something new. I opened up a Showmax subscription because of Spinners. I don't know if you guys watched it yet, but this it comes up on the 29th of the month. Then on the 31st I have bank fees and the Netflix. That's on the 31st. On the 1st it is the gym, and then just subscriptions after this. So on the 4th I have iCloud and Canva, which is on the 4th. And then later in the month on the 16th I have Microsoft. So this is the Microsoft 365. I think it's a family package, so you can have 4 people using the account, so you have access then to all the Microsoft applications. So that's on the 16th. After that there's nothing coming out after this. This is basically my bills, or the recurring expenses that I have. Other expenses are your day-to-day, week-to-week types of expenses that I will add on once I review my check-in, or my budget, sorry. So as you can see, this is how my February looks like. You'll note that there is not so much that goes off throughout the month. So yeah, this is my budget. You can do the same thing just to see where in the month your bills goes off, and then also how much do you need to cover these later expenses in the month, like especially the 16th. Okay, let's put up some
um things here to make it look. So this is payday, which is the 25th. What else can I put up here? Let's put up for Netflix. Here we have.
Put that there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is my spread for the month of February. Now let's get into the actual numbers. Okay, so firstly, if you look at this is now how I will be setting up my my budget. So firstly we have the 9 to 5 income, and that is, it actually increased. If I look at the previous videos, I think I was getting 2,500. Now I'm at 22,395 rand. So that is what I got getting paid. I got an increase obviously after my last budgeting video. Then refunds. So for refunds I have a 250 rand. This is basically half of what I get, because I pay half of the Wi-Fi and my brother pays half of the Wi-Fi, so he sends me the half. Okay, so if you calculate that, my income for the month will then be 22,645 rand. So this is what I need to work with for the month of February. Now we have fixed expenses, then variable expenses, and then savings, and then what I have left over. So for fixed expenses, first I have the bank. So the bank is basically you count my bank fees, which is 100 and something a month, and then also money for immediate payments, you know, those bank fees that comes up throughout the month. That is for that, and that is, I'm budgeting 250 for that. Then I have donations, or basically church. Like I said, I put down a 50 rand, which I will be increasing obviously soon. But then if I go to church, obviously I put more money in the church. Then for home I give 2,550. So this also increased. So with my increase that I got with my salary last year, I also increased obviously the amount that I'm giving my parents. Then we have Vitality plus gym, which is 874 rand. This is also a bit higher with the increases, etc. So that's 874. Then I have Wi-Fi plus the phone data that I have. So I'm just putting it together to have less lines. So the Wi-Fi is 550, the data is 99 rand. So in total then I'm budgeting 650 rand for that. And then second last we have subscriptions. Subscriptions is a bit higher because I've added the Microsoft payment and then the Canva. So previously I didn't have those two, but now I am paying for that. So that is 495 rand. And then lastly it's streaming, or you can say TV, and this is 298 rand. So it's your Showmax and Netflix. So if you count sum all of those, it gives me 5,169 rand. So for all my fixed expenses, I pay 5,169 rand. Okay. Now for my variable expenses, which is it's going to be, there's a challenge, Frugal February, where you don't spend on yourself, you pay or not pay, but you just spend much less than you used to in your previous months to save money. So this is not necessarily that, but I'm not giving myself a lot of money this month. So firstly we have airtime. So for airtime I budget 80 rand. So just an 80 rand to make calls because I get data and I have Wi-Fi at home. So this is really just for calls and that odd day when the data is finished, which is almost never the case. Then for eating out, I am budgeting only 800 rand. I am trying to eat better. I'm on a fasting phase as well, so I'm not eating a lot, so I'm only budgeting 800 rand. Then for groceries is 1,150 rand. And then petrol includes parking expenses, so that's 1,615, sorry. And then for toiletries, I'm not budgeting anything for toiletries, and that's because I have I hope this thing doesn't shake a lot, but I have over 600 rand or points on my UCount account, so I will be using that to buy me toiletries this month. And then what I would have budgeted for toiletries, I'm putting that in my credit card. And then lastly it's miscellaneous, and this is now for me for personal spending, and I'm only giving myself a 200 rand. Okay, so if you sum all of that, count that, and then it will give you 3,854 rand. So 3,854 rand. Okay, now we get to savings or debt. So I'm putting it together just to make it easier. So firstly I have my credit card, and I'm paying 2,250 rand into my credit card. This is possible because one, I'm not going to save a lot of sinking funds for this month and maybe next month as well. And I saved most now the toiletries money, the personal care in budget, because I have a lot of points. So that is why I can put so much into my credit card. And if I do that, I'm so close to actually completing the credit card. I don't leave it there for much long, and I also don't use a lot of it. And then for clothing, this is now Mr. Price. I am giving 1,000 rand. So as you can see, I'm giving a lot because I really want to get rid of the Mr. Price account so that I can allocate 700, even 500 rand a month just for clothing, so I can, even if I don't buy every month, I can save it up for the end of the year, for example. And then for savings, like my long-term savings, I'm saving a 9,000 rand, as you would know if you watch my previous videos. And then for my sinking funds, I'm saving 1,000 rand. So this sinking funds is actually just one, and that is because I'm a maid of honor in my cousin's wedding, which is coming up in April, and I'm trying to save as much as I can to not use any debt, and also to have enough money by the time it's the wedding. So I'm saving all of that just for the wedding, and then after the wedding I will be saving up for my normal sinking funds, which I will be telling you in the next few videos. Okay, so if you count all my savings or debt that I will be paying, it is 13,250 rand. Okay, so that is the budget. So let's see how much do I have left by the end of the month. So it is 22,645 rand minus 5,169 minus 3,845 minus 13,250. Okay, so I have a 381 rand left, and like I said, 381 rand is not a lot to have left, but this covers normally these loose things that comes up throughout the month, as well as if I, like I said, go to church, see someone on the street, I have something for them, and also for the church to give. Okay, so that is that. That's why sometimes I'm a bit confused when I see people have like nothing left, but then I realize that it's because they give a lot more to their miscellaneous budget. So I didn't want to allocate, because then I'm going to use it for other stuff. So this 381 rand is for those loose ends, as well as for church, helping someone on the street or whatever. Okay, so this is my budget for February of 2024. I hope you've budgeted so far for that. I hope you could have covered everything that you needed to cover in January. I hope that we have a wonderful and blessed and incredible financial year. Always going for gold, and also obviously seeking to achieve all our goals. So yeah, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to upload this video, and I cannot wait to engage with you all in the comment section. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.